Welcome to the book of Shmuel Bet, chapter 10, Parak Yud. There's a lot of twists in this plot, so prepare yourself for a lot of surprises. So, if you remember from the book of Shmuel Aleph, there's a king called Nachash HaAmoni, not a nice guy. He tried to wage war against Gilad, and his son is named Hanun. He's the king of Ammon. So Nachash dies, and his son Hanun is the one who is king. So David decides, let me try not only war, but also diplomacy. He's like, I'll send someone, because his father helped me, I'm gonna try and do an act of kindness and send people to, not the Shiva, but to offer condolences. So David is sending his people to offer condolences to the new king of Ammon. And so the people of Ammon, the advisors to the new king of Ammon, tell him, listen, there's no way that the brutal King David, who's defeated so many armies and crushed so many people, there's no way he's actually sending people just to give you a bouquet of flowers or to just say, like, my sincerest condolences on the loss of your father. I'm telling you, we are telling you, probably these are spies. So the king of Ammon's advisors say, be careful. The people that David sent are not actually coming here to offer condolences. They are actually spies. And so the king of Ammon takes the advice, the king of Ammon, Hanun, and he decides he's going to humiliate the men that David sent. It sounds ridiculous, but he does this. He cuts half their beard, so he humiliates him, and he cuts half their beard and other parts of their body. Let's just leave it at that. And basically, he really humiliates them. And so the men are even embarrassed to come back to David because their physical appearance is so disheveled and damaged. And so they send messengers to David, say, look, we went to go offer condolences and we were humiliated in this most profound way. So David says, you know what? You're right. Don't come back to Jerusalem. Hang out in the city of Yericho until your beard. Hang out in the city of Yericho until your beards fully grow back, and let me take care of things. So the people of Ammon realize that they are now at war with King David because they did this, and so they send people to Aram and Aram Tzova, and they get 20,000 soldiers, and then they get from Ma'acha another 1,000 people. Then they get from a place called Beit Tov, good house. They get 12,000 people, and David hears that there's a war, so he sends Yoav. And so they go and they fight the war, and Yoav sees that suddenly he's not facing war in one direction, but he's gripped because also Aram joined the war. So he has on the one side Ammon, on the other side Aram. It's a very, very, very difficult war, and there's a fight from both sides. And so he takes his strongest people, his strongest men, and he says, okay, you guys go fight Aram. And then he sends the rest of the people with his brother Avishai, Yoav's brother Avishai, and he says, you guys go fight Ammon. And here's the plan. He says, if I win Aram, I'll come and help you with Ammon. If you win Ammon, you'll come help me with Aram. So he splits his forces because he's being attacked on two fronts. And the deal with Avishai, his brother, is whoever wins the war first, whoever wins the war against whoever he's fighting, is going to come help the other. So that's the idea. And they say he says a very famous pasuk we use to this day. He says, Chazak, venit chazak, be'ad amenu, be'ad arei Elokeinu. Let's be strong for the sake of our nation, our people, our cities, and Hashem's going to do what's good in his eyes. And so Yoav goes and Aram run away from him, and Ammon then see that Aram are running away, and they basically both are victorious, and Aram sees that they're both victorious. So David, his army crushes both Aram and Ammon, and everyone sees that David is victorious against everyone, and then people realize that don't mess with David HaMelech, and that he is a force to be reckoned with. That is chapter 10, Parak Yud.